Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Anthony. Welcome to the video. Today, I'm going to show you my exact DM blueprint so you can join just an insane amount of DM groups in a very short amount of time without being message banned, without being ignored, and to make sure your messages get read. Now, if you don't know who I am or if you're new to the channel, once again, my name's Anthony. I run a 1 million follower network on Instagram, and I also run an Instagram marketing agency. Now, today is Monday, so it means it is the first day of the week that we are going to be giving away a free 30-minute consulting call. I will announce that at the end of the video. If you want to enter to try and win the next free call we do, which will be this Wednesday, all you have to do is go ahead and drop a comment on this video, leaving your thoughts. So with that said, drop this video a like, make sure you subscribe for the best content that revolves around Instagram, and let's show the DM group blueprint. So real quick, what is a DM group and how does it work? A DM group is just a group of Instagrammers, a group of usually about 10 to 15 people, and they all team up to engage on each other's content so that it can hit the explore page. The reason why DM groups work and the reason why engaging on each other's content works is because Instagram needs something to test whether or not the content is good. Instagram has to see if content is good based off of certain factors. Now, the only factors that Instagram can use to determine whether or not a post is good is through engagement. Engagements are the only factors that Instagram can use. It's the only data they can really collect to see if a post should go viral or not. So by using DM groups and driving massive traffic in a very short time frame, you get Instagram to really think that your post is of great quality, and in turn they put it on the explore page. And as long as when it hits the explore page, engagement stays high, Instagram will then know for sure by their data that your post was a good post, and they will leave it there for an extended amount of time. The longer your post is on the explore page, the more viral you will go, and that is how you see people going from literally 0 to 100K in 2 or 3 months. It's how you see people go from 6-figure to 7-figure impressions with barely any followers on an account, and it is the fastest way to go ahead and grow an account. Now, there are only 3 ways to join a DM group, okay? The way you join a DM group is either through an even exchange, so you're doing something and the other person is doing something that would allow you to get into a DM group. Usually this can be, hey, I'll add you into a DM group if you add me into a DM group, or something like that, some sort of even exchange so both parties benefit. The second way is you pay to get into a DM group. This is probably the easiest way because you just slide yourself right in through paying, and you normally get into pretty good ones, but at the same time, you are paying, so it's not ideal for everybody. And the third way is to simply just form your own. It's not as fast as paying, it's not as easy as just joining in an even exchange, but when you have nothing, you have to start somewhere. Now, I'm going to show you guys the messages that you will send for each one of these, but before we get into that, it is very important that you take what I'm about to say super serious. It is a lot more easier for you to go ahead and get message banned than it was before. Things have changed on Instagram a little bit, and they really crack down on spam. So take into account these rules and play it safe so that you don't end up with a 24-hour message ban on your account. The first thing that you must do is only send around 10 to 15 messages per hour per account. Okay, so if you're just going off one account, only send between 10 to 15 messages. Even if you go over 10, sometimes you can get banned, but with what I'm going to show you guys to do, it should be very slim. But just for the sake of being safe and not risking a 24-hour message ban, I would only send 10 to 15 messages to accounts per hour, and each of those messages give, maybe at least a 1-minute break between each message. The other way how I've been able to go ahead and send out tons of messages without being message banned is by having each and every single message different, okay? So I will actually write up a pre-written message in the notes of my phone. So if I'm gonna be sending out 10 messages per hour, I'm going to have 10 different messages saved in the notes on my phone, and then when I go to message those accounts, I'll simply copy and paste those notes. So I'm about to give you guys 3 different types of messages to send so you guys can have kind of an example and something to go off of. But if you're gonna be sending 10 every single hour, then I would have 10 different messages pre-saved in the notes of your phone, so it's easy for you to go ahead and copy and paste it. So the first message I would send if you're trying to go ahead and get into DM groups based off of even exchange is I would say, hey, I saw your account and I'm really impressed with the way you're managing it and your engagement. I'm looking to join more DM groups with accounts like yours. Do you have any available, or would you like to create one with me? Let me know what I can do in exchange. Now, when you say it like that and you say, let me know what I can do in exchange, you make it very clear to them that you're not just trying to freeload off of them and that you're actually willing to do something if they do something for you. It's like one hand washes the other. You can't just go around demanding people to add you into DM groups, especially when you're not even fronting money to pay for them. You either have to pay or you have to do something in exchange. You have to realize that if people can sell a DM group spot for between $10 to $100, they're not going to just give it to you for free, right? It happens all the time with me. I have hundreds of people asking me to just add them into a DM group. It never really happens because these are all spots I can sell. It's the same thing with any other type of account. But when you say, let me know what I can do in exchange, typically what they want is for you to also add them into other DM groups, and it works super simple. And if you don't have any other DM groups, just say yes to them, quickly form another one through sending these messages, and then add them back in and make sure everybody's happy. The second style of message is if you're looking to just pay to get into them and get into them very quickly. I would really recommend at first paying to get into your first few because it's so much easier. You just step right in and then you have that as leverage. So I'll definitely invest some money into joining DM groups because paying is always so much easier than trying to go the free way. But the paid message should be structured something like this. At the top of your message in all caps, put willing to pay. This will catch their attention. It'll be the first thing that they see. Then you could just go straight into the next sentence or leave a few spaces. And I would say, hey, I saw your account and I'm really impressed. I wanted to know if you had any DM groups open for sale. I would really like to pay and get in one with you. There's really nothing fancy in this one. You just want to catch their attention, make sure they read the message, make sure the message is super clear on what you're trying to do, what you're trying to buy. And if they don't respond to you or they ignore you, then they probably don't have any DM groups for sale or they don't even know what you're talking about. At that point, you just move on. The whole point of this is that it's a numbers game. You're sending 10 to 15 messages per hour. We're trying to get massive reach. And the third way to get into DM groups is to, again, form your own. This takes a little bit of time, but when you have nothing, this really is the best way to start. If you don't have anything to exchange, if you don't have any money to invest, then you're basically left with this, and you would message accounts saying this. Hey, I saw your account and I'm super impressed. I'm looking to start up a DM group with more accounts like yours. I'm in the process of getting more people in this DM group. Would you like to join? This will typically have a very good success rate because you're giving, you're not asking for anything, and they're benefiting 100% of the way without doing anything. It is so easy to form DM groups like this when you're simply creating it, giving only value. So if you're going to go ahead and do the paid method and joining paid DM groups, type up 10 to 15 different variations of that message and save it to notes in your phone. Same as if you're going to do the even exchange method, and same as if you're going to do the form your own method, or if you want to pay to get into some, form your own and do some even exchanges so that you get a very well-rounded mix of everything, then form different variants of each different style of message. Now again guys, this is a numbers game. The more people you can get in front of, the more people you can send this message out to, the faster you're going to go ahead and get into DM groups. Especially when you use these scripts, they will get open rates. People will see them, people will view them, but you have to put the work into getting the messages out there. This is literally exactly what I did to get into all the DM groups that I'm in. I'm probably in at least 500 DM groups at this point. I don't use all of them, but this is how I did it. I hustled, I messaged. No one's just going to give you free shit. You can't go around looking for a handout. You either pay to get into them or you put in the work of forming or doing even exchanges with people to join more. If you do only 10 messages per hour, there are 24 hours in a day, and at the end of that one day, you would have sent out about 240 messages. At that rate, about 50 to 100 people will probably go ahead and respond, and that is how you can literally get into almost 100 DM groups in one single day. Now imagine if instead of 10 per day, you did 15 per day, or you really make each and every single message completely different so it looks nothing like spam, and you're doing 20 messages a day. After 3 days, you will be sitting on a gold mine worth of DM groups, and your content will have no choice but to go viral. So guys, I hope this helps. It's really been a while since I put a video about DM groups on how to basically slight algorithm changes and messages being marked as spam. This is going to be the best way to go ahead and join them, the safest way to go ahead and join them, and the most effective. And shout out to the person who went ahead and won the free 30-minute consulting call. I'll drop your comment here. All you have to do is go ahead and email me at support@viralvenom.com. I'll put it up on screen. Send me an email there and we will go ahead and we will schedule you in. And remember, if you guys want to go ahead and be entered for the next consulting calls that I give away, which will be on Wednesday and Friday, all all you have to do is go ahead and give this video a like and leave a comment just saying what you thought about this video. If you guys want to learn more about Powerlex, more on DM groups, and more about stacking hashtags and how to piece this all together to go ahead and take accounts from 0 to 100K in less than 90 days, monetize all of this into a full-time business, then I will leave an advanced Instagram training that I put together completely free for you guys to go ahead and take this training. I'll leave that link in the description. Go there, check it out. It will break down everything Instagram for you. So with all that said, guys, I hope you took some massive value out of this video. Again, make sure you give it a like, make sure you comment what you thought. Keep grinding, keep hustling, and I'll see you all on the next video.